April 1st, but tomorrow is National Walking Day, April 2nd. And to get us in the mood and step into spring with great style, we're going to talk about one of the biggest, largest categories that I think, at least for me, was a newer one that I actually, probably 2 years ago, I got my first recovery sandals. I learned about recovery sandals from my buddy Jane Brown, who my daughter and I went to see her in one of her championship tennis games. It was very, very cool. She's an incredible player. And she had these special tennis sneakers on. And the minute she got off of the court, she took them off and she slipped into these recovery sandals. And I was like, what are those? And she's like, recovery sandals. Well, you know what? Not only do athletes who play pickleball and golf and do all those things, athletic things, need recovery sandals, but now those of us who work on our feet, we stand here, and this is not a complaint, but it's the reality. I will stand here sometimes 3-4 hours in a higher heel, and these are cement floors. So I feel it. I'm not as young as I used to be. My feet are screaming by the time I get off the air. How many of you work in retail? I worked in retail for years. You stand on your feet in the medical industry. You take care of loved ones. Your feet just hurt. Recovery sandals can make such a huge difference. This is based upon a recovery sandal that was launched, I think 2023, about 2 years ago. And now it has an additional strap, so it's even more adjustable. It is adjustable for a medium wide foot, but we'll show you a narrow foot and how well it works on her as well. This is a today's special value. That means this will not be the same price once we hit midnight in 1 minute, because then we'll have something new for you. So the price will go away at the end of the day. This color you're going to find is called Mint Chip. All the colors are exclusive to QVC. The whole sandal is exclusive to QVC. This is most limited. I could see why. Isn't that pretty? It's like mint with the denim and the white bottom to it. And then over here, again, all exclusive. This is your gray, different shades of gray, which is just beautiful. Then here is the black, and I love that the black has the whiter sandal bottom to it. And this also is a very popular bottom where over 100,000 have been sold. That's why we used it to create this. This one is new. It's called Fruit Punch. I heard Jane say she should have worn it. It's so cool because to me it kind of gives me a coral red Americana feel to it. So this is called Fruit Punch. This is new as well. All the colors exclusive. If we go down here, look at the blues. That blue mist is new. It's like baby blue with a navy blue insole to it and the white bottom. Next to that, if you can't make up your mind, the cream, already most popular, and I'm going to change into this in the next hour or the next 2 hours as well. And there you can see it has enough white to it. I'm going to wear it with white pants, or I could have it on right now with my sand colored pants from NYDJ. And last but not least, this is also a new color. Look at the cameo rose. Is that not gorgeous? So we've gone through the colors on this. We're going to talk about the sizing for a moment because these are unisex. So it works this way. For the ladies, we say true to size. If you are a half size, ladies, you will go down to the next full size. For guys, all you're going to do is go up one size. That's it. That's how simple this is. 3 easy pays at $22.66. Monica Tenerina is here. She has spent over 16 years in the footwear industry, and she keeps changing into cuter and cuter outfits. How are you, honey?
I'm well, thank you.
You look great. You look really, really great.
I put
are
my
those
NYDJ also,
jeans?
yes, because my boy Mark back there, I love him. He's always got the style tips.
Yes.
I said, you know, this is the kind of shoe. It doesn't have to just be recovery athleisure. You can put your jeans on and go out and about your day. So great sandal.
Monica, I know the both of us would love to hear from all of you out there.
Yes.
So if you are watching and you want to share your story, 1-800-395-1601. Call us, even if you have questions for Monica, and we'll kind of try and answer those for you as well. But this is a today's special value, and it's based upon, if I'm correct,
yes,
based upon a sandal that has got, what did I write it? Like over 500 ridiculously wonderful 5-star reviews, where we as women discovered this and said, Oh yeah, I love this. I love to put this on at the end of the day.
And not an easy thing to do because our feet are all so different. It's not like
Makes
buying
sense.
a pair of pants where you can kind of go a little bit one way or another and still be okay. You know, shoes are a really personal fit thing. So to have all of those 5-star reviews, we know that this is such a beloved style. So that bottom, that blissful unit bottom is what makes this sandal so fantastic. And it is part of this whole recovery category. You mentioned earlier, you know, Jane would put it on after tennis. We see this in everyone. So it's from the hardcore athletes to the everyday athletes to anyone who's recovering from anything.
Yes.
Right? You know, whether we're spending our time doing chores around the house or, you know, maybe you wore the wrong shoes for a full day or maybe you're just getting your everyday chores done, whatever they might be. This is something that is ageless. So my mom wears it, I wear it, you know, as soon as my daughters can fit into it, they'll be wearing it, and really giving that gift of wellness. So you see here all of these Vio Motion components that we talk about. It's got that stability in the heel cup for you to really hold your foot in place. It gives you the arch support that's gonna give you that full foot contact, all of the cushioning and the flex, and then that ISO mapping that we're talking about, having that contoured, textured footbed adds to that comfort. But where we have that Vio Motion technology in all of our Vionic shoes, this is a recovery shoe. So what makes it different, the difference here is that dual density. So we want that high density for the outside so that you really get a stable surface, and then that soft, cushy inside. So you have a softer EVA for your footbed. So when you step into it, that's when you really kind of go, you feel like, you know, you're getting that little like marshmallow effect where it feels soft and wonderful. And there are lots of recovery shoes on the market there, but not all of them have that really stable outsole that's gonna keep you stabilized, comfortable, and getting the full benefits of a recovery shoe.
So whether you're wearing it to the pool or whether you're wearing your NYDJ jeans that three of us happen to have, three of us have on, Jennifer has on the wonderful joggers we just talked about. I would wear this with a little dress, a little spring, summer dress. I mean, you literally can wear it with anything. My recovery sandals that I bought 2 years ago are Vionic, and they have not moved from the back door where I take when I have my grand dog out on the deck.
Right.
And I wear them all in and out, in and out, even in the winter.
Yes.
Sometimes I had socks on in the winter with them, and they just are so comfortable.
They are. They're so comfortable, and their whole purpose is so that our feet can have the chance to recover. When you get this massage with that ISO mapping that we're talking about, it tends to reduce the fatigue because you're getting that blood circulation going. So many benefits. So even if you're someone who says, I don't need to recover from something intense. Well, we're living everyday life in our busy, busy lives. Again, any age, you know, you can do this. And it is a big trend, I will say. I see a lot of the young kids wearing that high sidewall, right? But it's more than just the fashion. It's about giving you that extra stable surface.
Sort of the marriage of fashion and function.
Yes,
beautifully.
exactly.
Let's go through colors so that you all know, because we're here, it's 1:34 p.m. here on the East Coast. So we can offer you all sizes, all colors, but I don't know how long that's going to be true. So all the colors are exclusive. For our new, like the mint chip, this one is already very limited. The gray, I mean, it's hard to just buy one because there's so many good colors.
I have a basket of these like you. They live by, you know, each of the doors and in and around the house.
Here's the black. Look at the black with the white on the bottom.
This is a fantastic sporty one. I love this. This is really sharp looking.
I have to say, I absolutely love the fruit punch. Just like Jane said, that fruit punch, it's fun. You know, depending on what you're wearing, it looks a little more red. Sometimes it looks a little bit more orange and coral, all the colors that are really important to us.
Love that. Down
front is blue mist. Imagine that with blue jeans and all of the Americana that we wear this time of the year. Most popular and most ordered at the moment is the cream. Look at that. And it has the white bottom, so you could have white pants on, cream pants, and every other color in between. That's the beauty. And then this rose is lovely.
Isn't that so pretty?
Yeah.
I love that. A great neutral. It's a very pretty combination there.
Now these are unisex, so help us with the sizing.
So this chart lives on QVC.com, and it's very, very simple. So for the ladies, on your right-hand side, so you have a whole to half size. If you're a half size, go down to your nearest whole size. So 8.5, you're gonna go to your 8, 9.5 to your 9. And for the gentleman, you're gonna see you're going up to the nearest whole size. So a 9.5 to 10, you're just gonna bump up to that whole size 11 and so on. Super easy to use, and you know, this is such a great opportunity for us to get something for the guys as well.
Yeah, I know, I thought that too. And you know, Easter's right around the corner, so why not an Easter basket, you know,
like it.
gift? I think that would be a nice idea.
We still deserve the Easter baskets.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody likes them, they're fun.
And why buy the cheap flip-flops that hurt, that you know are no good for your feet?
Right.
Do your feet even hurt when you get out of the bed and they hit the floor? Then you need to try these. You have 30 days.
I know, I've been wearing mine as slippers because, you know,
Yes.
while the warm weather is starting to like give us a day here and there, I wear mine constantly on the inside of the house as a slipper.
Me
I
too.
keep a separate pair just for that. So don't be shy for the use of indoor as well. We're gonna show you here why this science is so significant and what that effect is immediately when you see the difference between what you get when you're wearing a shoe that's just kind of flat with no support versus getting into that recovery shoe. So you can see that line here we've drawn on Kylene and how crooked her foot and her leg is. You see how this ankle's kind of poking out here, the shin is twisted, all with the foot rolling in, searching for that support here. So it wants that arch to be supported. It wants this heel to be supported. So if I give her a manual adjustment, now that line starts to become a lot more straight, and we see how it's lining everything up. You no longer see her ankle poking out here, and the shin feels a lot more straight. The second I let her go, it just kind of collapses into the floor there because it's searching for that support. So I'm gonna open up these straps and give Kylene just that footbed. And we can see immediately, again, instant gratification for us, which I love. You've got all of that arch support. You've got that deep heel cup that's really gonna stabilize the foot. That's gonna prevent her from rolling one way or the other. And that pronation that we talked about, that rolling in, that's about 75% of Americans. That is a huge number.
75% of us. No
75%,
wonder we're tired
right?
at the end of the day and our back hurts and our knee hurts.
I'm gonna give you something else to think about,
We're hungry
Pat.
all the time.
25% of the body's bones are in your feet.
What?
Think about that.
Wow.
So, you know, until we have an issue and
take
we're
better
going,
care of them.
right? It's crazy. When we're going to the podiatrist, that's usually when we say, oh no, what am I gonna do? I need to do something different. Be proactive. Look at the difference that you can make, even if you don't think you need it, or give this to a younger person in your life and start them on the right track early on, because
Kids
it
are
affects
smart.
everything, you know? And then I do also want to show you, her left foot here is already strapped in. This is completely adjustable. Kylene is actually a narrow. So for any of you out there who are thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to adjust them, this is to the tightest. So you see a teeny bit of that tab, but nothing that would make you think, oh, I'm going to have to tighten them so far. This is a narrow foot in a double strap. And if I just have you turn to the side a little bit, Kai, you can see that second strap really comes far back here. So you're holding the foot in beautifully with that second strap behind the arch. So you can see how secure that is.
So you're not holding it on.
Exactly.
You're not, your toes are not crimping to keep this on, because you adjust this you can adjust it every day if your feet change. In the course of the day, if you're a little swollen because maybe, you know, it's a little hotter out that day or something. I also have a tendency, I have long feet, but I also have a tendency to have a more narrow foot. So, you know, I went ahead and I just adjusted it so that it was comfortable. And someone could yell fire, and you'd see how fast I could run out of here. But that's the beauty of it. You know, you could wear these. I heard Jane Brown say that she loved her recovery sandals that she had from Vionic so much she forgot to bring sneakers, and she went horseback riding with them. I'm not sure I would go horseback riding at this point anyway. Yes, but it worked, and they didn't come off. I mean, that's the nice thing. 13,000 have already been ordered. Look at the great colors you get to choose from. Monica, come back here, and Kylene, thank you very much, love.
Thank you.
You know, you were talking about, even if you're not recovering, you know, do you find that, I will just tell you, because I've been with you long enough, that at my age of possibility, I have a bum right knee.
Right.
Don't ask me how.
Right.
And it really is aggravated when I wear heels. And I want to wear heels for you so I look nice. But if I can go home and change into those recovery sandals, and if it's bad enough, I bring them with me to work and walk out of the building with them on, because it puts your foot back into alignment. And listen, You know, my feet, those 25 bones have been around for 64 years, so they've been around a long time. I need to start treating them better. And as you said, Monica, before you end up at the podiatrist's office, I think everybody today, it's the shoes we wear, it's the surfaces we stand on,
Yes.
it's the long hours we put in, and sometimes your feet just darn hurt, and that makes your knees hurt, and that makes your back hurt. That, you know, I can go for a walk and my neck hurts when I come home. I'm like,
What is
that?
happening?